Hello, it's Sherry Truhlar, charity auctioneer with the auction firm Red Apple Auctions. And today I want to talk to you about an idea of where you can turn to get some new auction sponsorship revenue. Now let me set this up for you. As I'm recording this, it is late June here in Washington, D.C., June of 2010. It is hot and sticky, and the temperatures have been hovering in the 90s. So when it gets to be that warm and humid, I love to head to the pool on the weekends for a couple of hours. And when I go, I take all of my reading because I tend to get really behind in my reading, particularly in the spring when we're very busy with auctions. So I'm headed to the pool, and I stand in 4 feet of water, and I'm flipping through these magazines. And it's great because I don't care if the magazine gets wet from all the kids jumping in the pool because, after all, it's just a magazine. But there's some fabulous material in here. And this past weekend, I was reading the March issue of Inc. magazine from 2010, and there was this article. It was on page 23, and it's called Why Inc. 500 CEOs Are Smiling. They're getting ready for good times ahead. They're creating jobs. So Inc. conducted a poll of Inc. 500 CEOs, and they found that the vast majority had been hiring and were planning to continue to do so through 2010. In fact, an overwhelming majority of the respondents, like 93% of them, expected to hire within the next 6 months. So the magazine lists some of these companies. As always, the magazine is full of stories on dozens and dozens of other growing companies as well. Now, why am I telling you about this? Well, there is enormous opportunity out there for you to tap into new money for your auction sponsorships here. You can ask growing businesses for support. You can leverage these fast-moving companies. You can align with a company that hasn't yet been asked 100 times to donate to charity XYZ. These are new up-and-coming companies. So I'm encouraging you to spend some of your research time looking in magazines like Inc. and others like them to research these new businesses. Now, I know a lot of nonprofits. I think every client that I have that's a nonprofit subscribes to the Chronicle of Philanthropy. And, of course, that's got loads of information on the nonprofit sector. It's a great place for resources. But the business sector is where the cash for sponsorships resides. And I'm just wondering how many nonprofits are subscribing to and reading magazines like Inc. and Entrepreneur and these other magazines that feature a plethora of growing businesses. I think that reading these types of periodicals, it's a great way to comb for names, to reach out to new sources of sponsorships. I've learned, just in reading this one issue, I've learned about companies in my own metro area here in D.C. that I'd not yet heard of, but yet they're doing well. And that gives me information then that, of course, I can share with my clients as a potential resource for them. And the breadth of industries is amazing, too. If you're a nonprofit that's somehow focused maybe on the environmental sector or conservation, there's one of the issues I was reading had a whole list of companies that were doing really well focused on that area. That would be a very mission tie-in for your own organization to be able to reach out to a company like that that's already working in the industry and align yourself with them and get them while they're growing. So, 2 cents there on a resource for you on where to look for new auction sponsorship. Now, for other free ideas, you can turn to my website. I've got a free gift for you up there, actually, as well. It's called our Auction Item Guide. It's the top 100 items that we sold in auctions. Real life items that we sold in our auctions, and they sold for over their value. So it's a great resource for you if you're looking for ideas for your own procurement. Bring that to your next acquisitions meeting and get some brain cells going on what you can do in your own area, regardless of where you live, to get some items there that are going to work well with your crowd. I'm Sherry Truhlar with Red Apple Auctions. Thanks for listening.